I should probably react to this. Aster is a Diddy? I mean, we did have a few running speculations and rats and some vague confirmation, well, not confirmations, but alludements that Aster might have been a bit of a creep. But I guess this video is going to verify that, huh? Alright, let's see.
It's taken a turn for the worst. That as today we return to the VTuber agency Nijisanji English, and more specifically, one of their hired talents, that being the Nijisanji English liver, Aster Arcadia.
Okay.
Warning, this episode does dive into very serious subjects, and we have kept this episode unmonetized.
I love very serious subjects, folks. Give it
Thanks
to me.
go out to our viewers for any likes and comments on this video, along with sharing it as they see fit, as this is perhaps one of our most important episodes ever. This regarding a number of allegations and accusations against Aster Arcadia, some of which date all the way back to February of 2024. That as at that time, a communication between Aster and another Nijisanji English talent, that being Scarla Unaguni, had appeared online. This communication at the time not being verified, and this conversation between Aster and Scarla being...
I think this has always been true. I feel like the 4chan rats... the 4chan schizo posting about this was actually true because a lot of it made sense. But that's just my opinion.
Between the two. Scarla apologizing profusely to Aster, and Aster replying, I mean, is that it? Am I supposed to be like, oh, no problem, and just go about my day? Following that up later with, am I not going to get a response to this? And lastly, seriously, LOL, so you're purposely ignoring me. Upon the release of that screenshot online, Aster Arcadia and Scarla Unaguni then holding an impromptu stream together. This stream having prior not appeared on either of their schedules, and later the talents of Nijisanji English sharing heart emoji tweets with one another. This all happening at the same time that Raziel Warmonic had taken to Twitter to talk about her time as a...
Oh my god, that was 10 months ago. 9 to 10 months ago. Fuck. That's over a lifetime ago, isn't it? Shit.
Moderator for Nijisanji English talent Luka Kaneshiro. Raziel stating she was not aware of where that particular screenshot had come from. Raziel later into the next month then releasing a document regarding Luka Kaneshiro, but also addressing the subject of Aster Arcadia harassing other co-workers, stating, I can confirm that Luka said that multiple girls were coming to him about the issue since management wouldn't do anything, and he discussed it with both Alira and I. This being another talent with the Nijisanji English agency, that being Alira Pandora. Raziel continuing, I personally told him to gather as much evidence as possible since it shouldn't be there, that being Luca's and Alira's job, to regulate this issue.
So alcoholic buddy Dejan. Thank you, J.O. I appreciate
To my understanding, nothing was done about it. Raziel then including this screenshot from a direct message saying another Nijisanji liver confirmed by DM the Aster allegations after this had been made public. 2 months later, a law firm representing the parent company of Nijisanji English, that being Any Color Incorporated, sending a cease and desist notice to Raziel and stating Any Color takes its responsibility toward employees and those it manages and treats any allegations of misconduct seriously. It reacts appropriately to any allegations brought to its attention, including via personal consultations with its human resources and or legal representatives. And since
I doubt that's a lot of companies like to say that, but from my experience, and I have very limited experience, but it is an experience nonetheless. Most corporations don't actually do that.
April 12th of 2024, that date being after the release of Raziel Warmonic's document on Luka Kaneshiro, through its quote-unquote internal whistleblowing policy for livers. This apparently being a new policy within Any Color regarding policy around whistleblowing. And now for the first time ever, TVS is presenting those direct messages to Raziel from this other Nijisanji English liver, saying to Raziel at the time, thank you for your message. I've known about you and I'm happy you finally told the truth. Please do not worry or be afraid legally what they can do to you. The truth is, they cannot. Don't let them silence you.
Well, I mean, Raziel's silenced at this point. Bro got sent a cease and desist and she folded. Which is understandable, right? Like, her career is on the line and it's Nijisanji. But,
or scare you into silence, as they've done to so many. The person in question has done a lot of bad things, not just to you, so thank you for sharing your experience. This Nijisanji English Liver then clarifying to help you with clarity, I remember that incident, it was Aster, and adding, a lot of people waited for you to tell the truth for a while because it had been an issue, so I'm happy you finally did. Do not worry about those that are sending hate. This truth in the long run will help so many people. And now here we are, months later.
Okay. Thank you for the lore recap, Falls. Crazy how the Twisty stream said when she was harassed wasn't a dub to Doki. She was being dead serious. How can Aster get away with this? Yeah, I mean, Twisty was memeing, right? But like, I feel like Twisty isn't one of the victims. I mean, we're yet to find out what Aster actually did, so let's find out.
Aster Arcadia is still fully employed with Nijisanji English, as more documents have been making their rounds regarding accusations against Aster Arcadia. One individual reaching directly out to TVS, proving they had been in direct contact with a Nijisanji English Liver that was different from the one that was speaking to Raziel earlier in the year. This individual forwarding on not just communications between them and the Nijisanji English Liver, but further proof in regards to the validity of these communications, including providing evidence that...
So it's a friend of a friend. Okay.
Were mutuals on Twitter, then linking their alternate Discord account and alternate Discord server, further providing evidence of their personal Steam account, alongside a Throne account they held outside of Nijisanji English. This individual also providing proof of their game accounts which could be verified on the Nijisanji English Liver's actual Nijisanji English streams. One section between this individual and the Nijisanji English Liver reading, when I had a mental breakdown and went to Twitter...
Oh, this was 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Well, 2 months ago, basically, but oh my god. Really?
It was because Aster was saying, like, he wants to fly me out to Japan, saying weird actual X-pesting my friends. I went to management, they wouldn't even speak to him. I was really considering graduating.
This was a Nijisanji member. Oh my god.
Of course, meaning that they were considering leaving the company of Nijisanji English.
Oh, God.
This Nijisanji English Live continuing on, but my manager talked me out of it. It feels gross to me, like I feel like I am hiding his behavior. Because it's not just me, it's many, many girls, a lot of my friends. When being asked why,
it's typical male VTuber behavior then. I see.
Management had not taken action, this Nijisanji English Liver then replying, I don't know, but I assume they are scared to fire after what happened, and then citing bad PR, that being bad public relations, meaning this Nijisanji English Liver believes that Aster was not reprimanded because Nijisanji English did not want anything like this being made public.
What typical? Okay, so I guess for context to a lot of male VTuber memes that a lot of you guys may not be familiar with, but in the industry, there is a meme that's kinda half true where male VTubers are absolute weirdos to a lot of the people in the industry, especially towards other female members. Male VTubers are the groomers, are the groomers that would groom indie VTubers into becoming their like Discord sex mates or something, right? That's just one example, right? I mean, obviously, not all of them are, but it's unsurprisingly very common, especially because it's an industry dominated by women who likes to throw off that fantasy that they, you know, they may be into you or whatever, and then the male VTubers unironically get into that. It also doesn't help that that EN VTubing comes from a subsect of VR chat culture, and VR chat culture are, I suppose, swarmed with those sorts of people. So it's so common. It's absolutely so common. What is the first word I hear upon entering groom? Welcome to the stream news. It is what happens, man. Yep.
Even if Aster was found to be in the wrong. This Nijisanji English Liver then finding out these communications had been forwarded to us, and then directly reaching out. A call then being set up between...
Okay, so the Nijisanji EN member reached out to False.
between
Interesting.
us and this Nijisanji English liver. This anonymous Nijisanji English liver then telling us they were considering speaking to us about this subject regarding Aster Arcadia, calling this the fault of the company and the individual, that being Aster. Firstly describing that many Nijisanji English livers within the branch simply stay away from Aster, especially within voice chat, either not wanting to be dragged into games or into uncomfortable conversations with this Nijisanji English liver. This anonymous Nijisanji English liver then further telling us that they had spoken to one of their friends outside of Nijisanji.
If that's okay, since a lot of these are leaks, all I can say is that I'm going to put allegedly in every sentence that I make going forward. But I imagine that he doesn't know why people don't talk to him.
And that
And
Aster
he's probably sad boy posting about it, and if he's sad boy posting about it, he can use it as ammunition to get pity points from women he likes. So he can just go, oh, nobody likes me. People don't talk to me. Women in my life treat me weird. Will you treat me differently? Will you be weird? Will you be different towards me? Can you show me your titties? Can we meet up at X location? And then, can you comfort me? I kind of need some warmth right now. Shit like that. It would be so funny if that was the case. Not the sad boy. Yeah, man. It's chat. You have no idea how common that is. Okay, actually, maybe you are. Maybe you do. If you're a woman in the chat right now who has their fair share of experiences being like smothered in that sort of behavior, then goddamn, is it so annoying? Is it so pathetic? Is it so common? Luckily, you aren't male but a parasite instead. Yes, parasites are agender persons.
Had been, quote, basically been saying the exact same stuff that had been going on in my calls with him. This anonymous liver stating this.
Problem is it kind of works. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That's the unfortunate part. It actually works sometimes. It depends on that's why people that the men that normally target those sorts of women are the women that are like, quote, empathetic or sympathetic. Like women that are more emotional than others, women that may also not have that much like self-esteem, because the key there is to make the woman feel special. You want to make the women feel special because you opened up to them, and you have to make it so that when you open up to them, it's not something that happens all the time. It's a rarity. So it's very rare that this chiseled hunk of a hot e-boy opened up to you. That's special, and I trust you, right? So if I do that, you might be more inclined to do things that I want, just so you can keep this special bond that we suddenly think we have now. It does work. You know a lot? Excuse me. Of course I know a lot. I've seen this dynamic play out over and over and over and over again, IRL, and even online. It works unsurprisingly well. Jesus. Did it work for UDN? Unfortunately, no.
Is not okay. Saying of their friend that this girl is a very big fan.
Youngness was groomed? Oh my god. She actually just straight up admits it. I mean, it does happen. It is true, it does happen.
Of the company, and a very big fan of Aster, remarking that communications between Aster had been inappropriate and further classifying them as uncomfortable. This anonymous Nijisanji English liver then saying in another call with another girl. The liver asked if anything weird had happened between them and Aster. This other girl confirming the exact same inappropriate discussions had also occurred between them. So
another member
Aster
from
Arcadia.
Nijisanji.
The anonymous Nijisanji liver adding, I can assume this is happening to many people, as I was told by another girl, this being a third friend, that Aster is doing this to smaller indie VTubers and VTubers within smaller VTuber agencies. And further hearing this from other friends that this Nijisanji English liver trusts. This anonymous liver saying that when speaking with the other girls, that before even talking to the other girls about the inappropriate conversations they had with Aster, these other girls would simply repeat the exact same experiences that happened to them. This anonymous liver initially wanting to give give Aster the benefit of the doubt, thinking maybe they're just not good at communicating and speaking with people, and that he simply did not understand why his behavior was wrong. This behavior, unfortunately, happening over and over again. Okay. Anonymous Nijisanji Live are finding out that he had been talking with numerous other girls, and then stating he would constantly say increasingly weird stuff. One of the conversations between the anonymous Nijisanji Liver and Aster revolving around Aster asking, quote, what if you were in Japan? What if you were in Japan and I was with you? What if you were in Japan and I was holding your hand? What if you were in Japan?
I wish we had screenshots of this. Why do we not have screenshots of this, False? What are you doing?
Come on. And I was hugging you. What if I was in the hotel room with you in Japan? Would you spend the entire day in the hotel room with me in Japan? That's Arcadia telling this Nijisanji English Liver, quote, oh, I bet you're so cute. Not your model. I bet you're really cute. IRL. Anonymous Nijisanji English Liver.
My God. Okay, buddy. Okay. Me 560, thank you for super chat. Okay, I promise I can fix him. You cannot fix me, my guy. You can't.
Finding this behavior weird and uncomfortable. And upon speaking with one of their friends, Aster seemed to have gone even further with the friend, saying to them, quote, your body is so sexy, and expressing how they wanted to fly her out to Japan.
That body of yours is absurd. He's pulling the fucking Adam, I forgot his name.
Inappropriate purposes. Another friend of this anonymous liver had been visiting the area around which Aster lives. Aster later
What if I was in Japan and I was with you? What if you're in Noose's body and I was with you? I'd eject you, bro. I would.
Upset because this friend did not want to meet up with him. Aster even offering this friend to fly this girl out to Japan, totaling 3 different girls that Aster Arcadia was attempting to fly out to Japan.
In Nijisanji?
One of the friends of the
3 girls within Nijisanji? Bro's turbo horny. I mean, brother, honestly, if you're gonna do that, at least do it to indies, man. Not Nijisanji members. You wanna groom somebody? Go to like your average 1 view, 2 view indie and groom them. Oh my god, and especially if they realize that you're a big VTuber, they might cave in. Do it. If you're gonna do it, at least do it properly, man.
Anonymous Nijisanji Liver not wanting to come forward with this information.
He did both, right? Okay, if he did both, then he should have stuck to indies. Don't put your livers up to this.
After talking about all of this with the anonymous Nijisanji Liver, because she is, quote, a huge fan of Nijisanji and Aster and blames herself for what had occurred. The anonymous Liver stating at this point,
you don't want to do that. It's the worst when you're a fan of somebody and then they turn out they want to groom you and you got... Okay. Okay.
That as a person, Aster is very, very manipulative, and that he had been taking advantage of his status alongside the fact that a lot of people had been looking up to him, and then remarking that these girls simply did not know how to reply and simply went along with it. This anonymous liver continuing to say, I can't see a world in which you invite a random girl that you just met to Japan, and that could mean anything but for actual purposes. This Nijisanji English liver continuing saying that their silence felt that they were letting their friends down and even blaming themselves at this point during our conversation, stating, I had introduced Aster into our friend group to play games, and this had obviously hurt friends very much, them being really, really big fans and souring their experience and opinions. This Nijisanji English Live are also stating that Nijisanji English management had not taken any action, saying, quote, we don't want him to retaliate, so we won't want to tell him that you spoke with us. Once again, that admission coming.
Oh boy. To a certain extent, I do think that Nijisanji EN management was also stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like, the last thing that they need right now is another PR disaster. I mean, you know, obviously it's much more arguable that shit like this gets aired out, but, you know, there might be other factors into this that we're not considering that makes it a lot harder than it is. But goddamn, yeah, that's hard. That's fucking wow. Teach him Sagi like you and parent grooming Rima. Thank you, Viagas. Nijimel, try not to be a creepy sex pest challenge. Literally impossible. Only Swedes can pass through. Wait, I don't know what you mean by Swedes. Swedens? But true, I don't know what you just said. True. So Aster has dirt of Niji's staff, or what the hell? I don't know if it's necessarily dirt. I just think Nijisanji's staff just doesn't want another PR disaster. Yeah.
From an anonymous Nijisanji liver that Nijisanji English management had refused to take any action regarding their own talent, Aster Arcadia. The accusations this Nijisanji English talent bringing to them that Aster had been harassing others even outside of the company. And the Nijisanji English liver seeing this in action on the part of the company being damaging and dangerous to the VTuber sphere itself. This anonymous Nijisanji English liver also remarking on this screenshot that had made its rounds earlier in the year, saying that they had originally assumed that the images were fake, but upon speaking further with Aster, realizing this is just how he talks, that he is manipulative, aggressive, and that he had sent them a similar message. That message being seen here, being forwarded from the Nijisanji English liver to us here at TBS. Aster saying to the anonymous liver, this S is extremely unacceptable and actually makes me want to—
Wait, isn't this a bad idea? Because if you show these screenshots to people, Aster's gonna realize who he sent this to. And then there's gonna be a massive civil war that's gonna happen. Hi, Reams. Isn't this a bad idea? Or am I not understand? Or is there something I'm missing? Oh, it's the indie. Oh, okay, I see.
To avoid even doing anything with you, if I'm being honest. Asking the liver, can something improve here? Or is this going to be a continued issue? The Nijisanji English liver then apologized.
I didn't. Right, let me read all of this. I'll be honest, that wasn't just a misunderstanding. That was taking what I said and turning up to 100 and digging at me the entire match. I already knew you'd do something like that if I jungled. Jungled? Oh my god, he's a League of Legends player. That makes a lot of sense. But not to that level. It genuinely felt like you were purposely toxic at me for not doing what you wanted in the game, almost if I was dealing with a random solo queue player. Bro, Rima says infinitely worse shit than this to me. Making a joke about jungling thing once or twice is fine. It's a joke after all, but the entire time and to the point of even yelling and arguing with me, that is taking it to a step too far, and I was really trying to hold it in my anger. I even told you straight up in a serious tone in front of everyone that I do not want to be verbally abused again, so stop it. When I tried to give hints for you to tone it down, you kept going. That shit is extremely unacceptable and actually makes me want to avoid even doing anything with you. If I'm being honest, I will not stand to be verbally abused like that on stream ever again. It's weird because you never acted like that to me off stream, but the moment it's on stream, it's a switch that's flipped. I don't mind teasing banter, but that level is unnecessary. I do enjoy hanging out with you and gaming, but I do not want to be verbally abused by whom I consider a friend. Can something improve here, or is this going to be a continued issue? Your jungling sucks. Oh, fuck off, Rima. My jungling is perfectly fine. Nah, bro, this is not. I don't know about you, man. Like, I feel like real friends would just tell the other person here that you suck. Yeah, this is okay. So he's a little less direct about it, and he's a little bit more wordy. Can something improve here, or is this going to be a continued issue? It seems like he wants things to be fixed, but I feel like there's context I'm missing here.
Be a continued issue. The Nijisanji English liver then apologizing to—
Oh yeah, chat, I was right. This is a liver. This is not a... Chat, this is not the enemy. This is another Ian liver. I'm sorry, I genuinely did not mean to be malicious or flame you, seriously, but it does kind of make me feel bad that you think I want to hurt you intentionally, because I do care about you a lot. I'm really bad at reading people. Reading you or people in general, and if I had realized you're uncomfortable, I would have stopped immediately. Bro, it's for streams. Like, if it does not happen... if banter like that, if shit talking and being toxic like that happens on stream, at least me personally, I automatically assume that it's just for the memes, it's just for the laws. Like, like if Rima and I stream League of Legends, I want her to call me slurs, bro. I want Rima to blow up on stream. That's funny. In fact, I've I've been wanting to stream League with her for a long time because that's exactly what happens when we play together. Reams, it's been a long time, bro. We need to play stream. We need to play League. People need to know how unhinged you can be. I misunderstood your words at the start of the match because I thought you mentioning me, flaming you, was an invitation to banter. Hold on. I understand it wasn't, but I really was not trying to verbally abuse you or anything. To me, it was banter because every time I would make a bad play myself, I would blame you even when you did nothing wrong. When you did say to stop after the game, I understood you were serious. I was just trying to play it off since we were streaming and I didn't do it again. Yeah, I was joking, my bad. Damn.
Aster, much in the same way that had occurred before between Scarlet and Aster. Aster then following that up, saying, "It's fine now since you understand and apologize, and I know you would never intentionally hurt me." So once again, in review...
I don't know. I feel like people who talk like... I don't know, chat. This is just my experience with a lot of people, as well as seeing other people's experience like that. But I've seen that people, the more wordy people, and the more nice guy lingo that I've seen, they're actually infinitely worse than the average person. I don't know. It's people like, what's that Twitch ambassador guy again? Evil Toaster? Yeah, it's that sort of personality. Really wordy, really, like, they use the nice guy platitudes and the, that sort of language. I really don't know how to understand, how to phrase it. I really don't. This opened my eye that these talents aren't friends. Well, I mean, a lot of Nijisanji members aren't technically friends. They're just co-workers. That's a lot of them, I would say, are probably, that's the extent of their relationship. Not friends, just co-workers. Co-workers that are in good terms, but just co-workers and not actually friends. Because in this industry, I learned this the hard way. I feel like in this industry, you really need to understand that being friends with somebody is a heavy term. Nobody is your friend. Just co-workers that you're in good terms with, or just acquaintances, unless you're actually like talking and you're good with each other and you share a lot and whatever. Yeah. Guarantee this person is on their way and is lighting a match as they leave. Keep an eye out to who bounces next. I have no idea, honestly. I feel like if Aster has stuck himself to Nijisanji this long, I feel like he might just ride or die Nijisanji now. Yeah. And back to what I said about people just being acquaintances or just co-workers, it's important you have that sort of mentality because, again, VTubing is a place where you will get backstabbed for absolutely no reason. For just the tiniest bit of crumbs of clout. And that's it. That's the hardest part of this industry. I mean, that's the entertainment industry in general. But in VTubing, I've found that is very, very, very uglily the case. God. Yeah. So I guess that's the drama for you. Diddy Arcadia makes his own company quiver with fear. Shit talking can be fun, but I get not wanting to be ridiculed for your game skills. Some people are softer than others. How are you a League of Legends player and you don't have thick skin already? I don't know, man. Again, that's assuming that the game that they played is League of Legends. But I feel like if you're a League of Legends player, you have to be used to that at this point, right? Like, I get getting hate is different from getting trash talked on stream, or getting trash talked in game. But if he's getting trash talked in game, and especially with other friends, then he should have been used to it. I don't know. That's what I like to think, at least.